So guys, welcome back to this week's ARK Survival Evolved news here on the channel. Today we've got some very exciting news to go through. There's so much stuff, a lot for console as well today, but then there is stuff for all platforms. I'm really excited to show you guys everything, so we'll be getting straight on with the video. There will be a community crunch tonight, guys, which potentially could have the official release date for Val Guerro on the console. I'm not too sure. If it's not this Monday, then it might be next Monday. All we know is July right now, so we'll be waiting and seeing. I do have a little bit of information on that in today's video, but anyway, let's get on with it. As always, if you are hyped for the ARK news, absolutely smash that like button. I don't know why I said absolutely, but it just fit in at that point. And subscribe if you are new to the channel, as we're on the road to 150,000 subscribers, and we are very, very close now. Let's get in with the video. We will be going through the fan art Friday at the end. Sometimes you guys say you like looking at some of the different art that people create, and I like giving shout outs to people for being very talented and doing things that I could never do. But anyway, let's get in straight away with a video which has stuff from, as I said, Val Guerro, new servers, so much new content and things like that. So the first thing you guys will see on the screen is about the future of ARK, because there was a live stream recently, and the wildcard we were all sort of expecting to see that Val Guerro was going to be released as the next map, and then we also expected to see what else is coming, like a little bit of a roadmap for the rest of the year. And that's not really what we got. We got the announcement of the new map, and then we got, the state of the game, bug fixes and stuff. And a lot of people were expecting a lot more. So I was a little bit shocked that they didn't do that. And there's been loads of questions asked recently. And a big shout out to every single person which gets the information. This person here asked, I'm hoping you might be releasing a timeline for the future of ARK. I don't know what people are doing if they aren't playing ARK. And Sed has replied saying, we will elaborate on what's in store soon. Now I know wildcards say soon so much, but I know they really mean it this time. Once they get the release of Val Guerro on the console, that is when they'll be working on things. They have said they're going to be working on new servers, which is the information I'll get onto soon, which I know PvP and PvE official players will absolutely love. So that is a little bit of information there. Someone else has said, just fix the game instead of new maps, as the game is so broken. It's nothing but a joke, and guarantee that if whenever the new maps come to console, it's going to break even more than it already is, as the game is 4 years old already and it's still not fixed. Sed actually replied, I'm not going to say said, you guys know I say it in every video, I've stopped it now, don't worry Cedric, if you're watching this, I'm not saying it. Has replied, has from the tweet saying, we will do both, new content and fix the game. Content creators do not participate in fixes unless they are cosmetic or visual, like for events, which is another thing we'll be talking about in today's video. The one thing that people need to understand is they do have separate little groups of people that work on certain things. So you've got people that create content, you've got people that run the community, like the lead community manager himself. You got people that do the bug fixes and everything like that, and they are a smaller studio, so people expect them to do so much. And the more they grow and hopefully do things correct and earn more money, I know people say they're just money hungry and things, but the more money they do earn, the better the game is going to get. And that's just the way it is, because the companies like Bethesda, that do Skyrim and everything, they've made so much money now, and they've been around for so long, and that's why they can perfect everything more and more. You have to remember, this was Wildcard's first ever big game. They've been doing it for 4 years now, and I know you think 4 years is a long time, but they have only just started up as a properly, I know they've done other things, they haven't just started the company up, but their first big game. They've still got so much to learn, and they've had a lot of people leave the company, new people join, a whole new team, so things are gonna be changing, don't you worry. The next thing you see here as well is someone else saying, also this is just my opinion, but the ARK devs needs to stop coming up with new projects or just place them on hold and deal with the major issue at hand instead. I disagree with when people say this. He replies saying, companies need to balance new content and bug fixes. New content keeps the company funded to fix bugs and make more cool stuff. Bug fixes are important for keeping loyal customers. Both are important. And I completely understand that. You see, as soon as Wildcard release a new map on YouTube, it will get straight, I think it must be literally maybe there now or nearly there at 1 million views. which is amazing, and people say it's a dead game. There's so many games out there that release trailers that you say aren't dead, and they get nowhere near the views of that. Loads of ARK's new releases always get over 1 million to 2 million to 3 million views, and it's because there's so many people around the world that love this game still so much, like me, and I know a lot of you that watch the videos too do love it, and even people that put hate on the game. I know it's just because, you know, there's a lot of you doing it because you have passion for the game, and then there's just some people that are just like hating on things, and that's just life. But anyway, moving on. So, the next thing is, when is Val Guerro, I know I keep saying Val Guerro, but I just prefer that name, even though it's not that, I'll stop saying it, coming out on Xbox and obviously PS4 and July. There's no update at the moment, that's why I said in today's community crunch, hopefully we will have that information. If it does come out, then as soon as it comes out, there'll be a video on the channel as well with that information on there. I would expect that it won't be for another month. I know it sounds stupid, I don't think, you know, they've said July, and I think the reason why they're saying July is it's not going to be early July. And in a way, it's kind of good for me because I'm going on holiday early July, and I'm sorry, I don't want to miss out on the release of it. I booked it ages ago, and I thought it was all going to be released in June, and now it's coming out in July, so I'm a bit like, oh no. But I will be bringing a laptop with me, so we're all good. But I don't really want to be doing, you know, you plan your videos while you're away, and then you don't really want to be doing them when you're away, but it's what you got to do when you're a YouTuber. And as you can see here as well, some more information on Val Guerro. Hello, Complex Minded. Will we have Reapers and Rock Drakes on Val Guerro in the future? I mean, the Reapers are 80% of the time the reason why people go to Aberration. It's kind of a disappointment for me that in Val Guerro we do not have Reapers. Waiting for your answer. And Said has replied saying it's possible. I've seen so many people demanding this happens, so there is a very big chance it will happen. Rock Drakes, in my opinion, need to come to this map. It's perfect with the new dino. Those, you know, the cliffs are perfect for the Rock Drakes to climb up onto with the new dinos. I know they're probably gonna have to try and figure how Rock Drakes and the Deinonychus is gonna work together, because you know, they're obviously gonna have to be friendly to each other if they're gonna live in the same place on the map, if you guys understand. Anyway, moving on. So, this is the big question. I saw so many comments yesterday. Well, and I say yesterday, my last video was like 3 or 4 days ago. It was, they said, are you ever going to release mods on console? Now, before that, they said they were sort of talking about how you need a bigger studio, it's going to be expensive, but we're not ruling it out. And he has actually replied most recently this week saying mods as in like what exists for Steam Workshop for PC, it's unlikely. Not what we want to hear. The problem is we hear maybe, then no, then maybe, then unlikely, then, I mean, we've never really heard no, we've heard more just got unlikely, because it is possible, and I still don't think it's ever going to be ruled out. But I know Wildcard like following the idea on console of releasing mods that are fully created and put onto the game as something they've developed as well, because it causes a lot of problems. And a game like ARK, when you guys are complaining with the amount of bugs that is in the game, there's so much. And imagine putting in the Steam Workshop on console. I don't think the game would even load, or you could even press on it if it had that on. So I think there's a long way away until we're ever going to see that. Onto the events, guys. You guys were talking about the Halloween event on stream. Is it going to happen, and will there be any other event that will include coloured wild dinos or boosted rate / boosted breeding? And Said has replied saying, I really want a cool Halloween event, but we'll have to see how things stack up. And again, pretty much the same. If we have a Halloween event, what could the colours be? Also, will there be any more events? And he has replied saying, we'll see how things stack up. Now, I know for a fact there will be events coming this year. I know that for 99.9. I'm never going to say 100% with Wildcard, but 99.9% we know we're getting events, and the Halloween one will be coming. But he just wants it to be a little bit more special than we've had before. I feel like after the 4 years of different events that we've had, they've all been quite similar, and I'd say even worse than the release, because we had things like the Dodo Rex, and that's not really been happening. And now that's starting to happen. It's like, well, now the information has been coming out that things like that could be happening again. It's kind of bringing back the hype for Halloween. Like, there was things that got scrapped, like being able to turn into a vampire and things like that for the Halloween event, and everyone was so hyped for that. Then it got scrapped. So different awesome Halloween stuff, I'm sure, would be popular for the game. And then we've got a last 2 bits of information. Any plan on merging Xbox and PS4 servers ever? Unfortunately, there aren't, but you never know. I've seen, again, some other tweets from devs in the past saying it's possible, but there's no plans for them right now. Wildcard will always say there's plans, but we're not focusing on it right now. But when they say there aren't any plans, that's when you know something is a long way away. And finally, to close off today's video, we've got some information on some classic PvP and some other servers. I'm a Brazilian ARK player and I really enjoy the game a lot. I want to ask you if the classic PvP will come to Xbox One/PS4. If the answer is yes, I do want to know if Val Guerro will be included for the classic mode. Sed has replied, as always, right now there are no plans for classic on console, but we are in discussion on new server/modes to include on console, so I'm hoping to have more info on this soon. Again, I know this is huge info for the PvP and PvE community because it is very dry as there's not really new servers on there at the moment and there hasn't been for so long. And imagine the amount of fun people could have if there was new servers. One of the servers I know right now, I can tell you guys that for official is in Wildcard's plans, is solo/duo servers. That is 100% in their plans, so that potentially could be the next thing coming. I'm not going to say that for official, nothing about that is official, but what is official is they are working on it and it is in their plans. So that is the sort of Loaded Crisis social roundup for the week. As I said, there is going to be a new community crunch coming at the end of, it's usually 2 o'clock in the morning if you're in the UK. So for me, it's quite late, and whatever, if you want to work that out, type in for you guys 2 o'clock in the morning UK to whatever time zone you're in, then that's usually the time the community crunch gets released. But what we're going to be doing for the rest of the video is going through the fan art Friday. If anyone wants to look at this, they can do. A lot of you guys seem to enjoy this at the end of the video. If not, if you are leaving right now, smash that like button. Let's try and hit over 600 likes for today's video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And let's get on with the final part, which will be the Fan Art Friday. So welcome to another edition of Fan Art Friday, where we look at some awesome things that get created by the wildcard. Not by wildcard, but the people of the community. And you do get some amazing things like the Danicus. Look at this crazy artwork here. Sometimes people draw, sometimes people Photoshop, sometimes people do loads of different things. And again, there is a drawing right below, which is an interesting one here. Raven, must be raising YouTube. Shout out to you. Shout out to, again, everyone who does create. The names are right here. Having some fun. That is actually a really awesome ARK drawing. I wish I could do things like this, but I've never been able to. I remember in school I would draw, probably get the lowest grade in the class, to be honest. And there's a very awesome picture here. Again, I've seen this one around plenty of times, which I still cannot even believe happened. That was a build in ARK Survival Evolved with the new Homestead update by this guy here. I think he does YouTube. Go check him out. Absolutely insane. Fire Wyvern, wow, that is very cool. And I think that concludes Fan Art Friday of the week. So thank you very much for watching today's video, guys. If you're staying around here, as I want to, just as I do in any video, if you're around at the end of the video, I've done this before, just so I know who stays to the end, put a 7 in the comments. And then I can know how many people are still watching till the end of this video. And it'll be interesting. And then people are going to be asking, why are there 7s? And then people are going to be like, because you need to watch the end of the video and then you'll see. But anyway, there's lots of special videos coming this week as well, guys. I've got loads of changes, loads of gameplay. I know there hasn't been an episode of the series for a while, but don't worry, that's going to be loaded up very soon. But I'm kind of just waiting for console, if I'm honest with you guys, to start the series. And there's some other special ones, but we're going to be ending the video now. So thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.